Let me know if you can hear. I actually have music playing this time. Let me know if you can hear it. Say hey when you come on. Give me a hashtag live or hashtag after party if you're catching the replay. I don't know if you can hear that music or not. Hey, hey! Alright, I see some people coming on. How are y'all doing today? I love this song. Can y'all hear the music? It's Danny Goki. I won't hurt you by singing. I hope you can hear that. I'm just gonna wait. Let some more people get on. I'm so happy to see everybody. Let me know in the comments, how are you? How are you doing? I love it. There we go. There's a little bit louder. Maybe you just haven't seen it yet, but it's coming. I am good. Thank you for asking. Much better than I was doing yesterday. If y'all were on with me live yesterday, I was, you know, my story. I was struggling a little bit. I had some vertigo happening, and it's still going on today, but not like it was yesterday. It's a lot better, so I so appreciate all your prayers, and definitely feeling better today. Hey Monica, hey Billy, Lisa, Alana. Oh, Billy's going to graduation. How far do you have to travel? Hey, Belisa. Is it Maloney? Am I saying that right? Maloney? Maloney? I do not want to mess up your name. I'm just going to stop talking. So good to see everybody. Alright. Oh, that's such a good video too. If y'all haven't seen this video, you need to see it. So good. Okay. We'll get going. So today is just live Q&A. I did have a couple of questions come in, and I'm going to go through those first. And I'm also going to announce the prize winner for today. If y'all remember yesterday, I told you I'll be doing prizes Tuesday, Thursday, and then 2 on Saturday. So, oh my gosh. Okay, Texas to Alabama. Yeah, that's a haul. You're almost to me. I'm in Georgia. I'm not too far from Alabama. Awesome. It's so good to see y'all. Alright, so one of the questions I had come in, is the group for men and women? Yes. If there are guys you want to invite in, please do so. Please do so. Let's get some more testosterone going in the group. That would be awesome. Many of you know I used to only work with women, and that has shifted recently. The Lord has opened up my heart to working with different groups of people. Okay, it's like Melanie. Okay, I'm sorry. I almost said Melanie, and I stopped myself, and I'm like, but there's no A, so that can't be right. Melanie. Okay, good to have you. Okwa is here. I think I hit everybody else I'm seeing. Yeah, so, so the group is open to men and women, absolutely. Invite, invite, invite. Keep inviting all week long. I love seeing the group growing. Anyone that I can reach with the truth of God's word. Hey, Kristen. So yeah, keep inviting, and I'm gonna let you know. Hey, Michelle. As of right now, I'm not doing prizes yet, but I will tell you. As far as invites go, I just counted up. I went through all the members and counted up invites, and so far, Kate Taylor. I don't know if she's on here. I haven't seen her name pop up yet. Kate Taylor is in the lead for the most invites at 14. 14. I have a couple other people with, 10 or 8. So we've got some close behind. That's one of the big drawings I'm going to do on Saturday, is the person that invites the most. So shout out to Kate. She's in the lead at the moment, but you have all week to keep inviting. So the prize I'm going to do here in just a minute is going to be for most engagement thus far. Since the group opened on Friday through yesterday. Most engagement. So that's the prize for today. And I think I'm going to let the winner choose out of the prizes what they want, and then I'll send everything out at the end of the week. So, another perk of winning a prize, not only do you get the prize, but you get to pick which prize you want. Isn't that nice? Okay, so to the questions, and y'all, if you have questions, go ahead and put them in the comments, and I will go through them, but I'm going to go through first the ones I got prior to going live. And one question was, how do I uncover the belief that I'm having? It's like, okay, now I've recognized, yes, I have some limiting beliefs. How do I know what they are? How do I get to the root of it and figure out what I'm believing? And so the way that you do this, and of course we're going to talk more about this tomorrow. Yeah, I think it's in tomorrow's training. We're going to talk more about how to uncover it, and I'm going to help you tomorrow uncover specifically the money block, or what you're believing about money. But we have beliefs about everything. So how do you know what the belief is? How do you uncover it? And then the second part of the question is, how do you change it? Right? And again, the changing part we're going to go into more in depth tomorrow. But the way you really uncover your beliefs, there's a couple different ways you can do it. But remember that I was telling you the belief is formed by combining. Do y'all remember? Put it in the comments if you know, and I know there's a little delay, but if you can answer the question, how is a belief formed? What happens? Right? It combines what two things? I'm going to wait just a second and see if anybody gives me the answer. I don't know why it doesn't let me. There we go. Anybody? How's the belief formed? You're combining thought and feeling. So if you want to uncover what's the root belief, start noticing, what thoughts are you having? Right? Seems really simple, but think about, we have, I don't know how many, I forget what the number is. Oh gosh. I just totally went blank. How many thoughts we have in a day. It's unreal. Like, it's just so incredible to think about how our mind works and how many, like, millions of thoughts you have in a day. Yeah, so I see some correct answers coming in, and I do not want to jack up your name. If you will help me out, give me a pronunciation. Floydise. I don't want to mess up your name. Yeah, I'm not going to try it because I don't want to butcher it. But yeah, so notice, what is your self-talk throughout the day? How are you talking to yourself? What thoughts are going through your mind? When you make a mistake on something, do you call yourself stupid? Right? Do you say things like, oh, I should have known not to do that? I used to say that to myself all the time. Susan, you know better. That was a very frequent thought for me. Susan, you know better. Why did you do that? Noticing how you're talking to yourself. That's going to be huge in uncovering that root belief. What are your thoughts about yourself? You can also look at what are your thoughts about other people, right? Because we mirror what we see in other people. So if there's someone, I feel like I'm really close to you. If there is someone you don't get along with, someone that really irritates you, notice, what are your thoughts about that person? What is it about them that irritates you? And it's usually something in yourself that you don't like. You recognize it in somebody else and you're like, ugh, that's something I'm going to raise my hand on that one. I've done that. Because we mirror other people. So again, if you're noticing, I really don't like that person, ask yourself why. Why do you not like that person? What is it that they do that bothers you or annoys you? And it's usually something within yourself that you don't like. That'll help you figure out what thoughts you're having about yourself and how to get to that core belief. Also, noticing your feelings, right? If you have a strong reaction to something, stop and go, okay, my body just did all kinds of crazy stuff. What is going on there? What's going on, right? So go to what you recognize first, and then you can start tracing it backwards. So whether that's the thought or the feeling, and then you can trace it back. Something else you can do, look at your behaviors, right? Let me, you know what? So this is one of the models I was talking about yesterday that I was telling you work well in the moment. Okay, I see your question and I'll get to it. So many of y'all already know this, and I'm not sure if this is going to be right or backwards. Alright. Oh, good. Awesome. Let me go on this side, actually. Alright. CTFAR. I'm sure a lot of you are already familiar with this. Circumstance, thought, feeling, action, result. If you can identify thought, feeling, action, any of those can lead you back to your root belief or your core belief, right? Thought, feeling, action, that's your behaviors. So if you notice a repeated behavior and you're like, why do I keep doing this? Trace it back. See if you can trace it back. What could possibly be the why behind it? That'll help you get to your core belief, right? If your behavior, or let's say lack of behavior, if you are not, let's see, if you're not being visible, the belief behind that could be, I'm going to upset people. People don't like me. I'm going to be judged. I'm afraid of being vulnerable, right? So fear is going to stop you from doing things. If there's something you're trying to do and like you just can't get the behavior to happen consistently, it's probably fear-based belief on that one. Let's see, let me think what else. Those are going to be some ways. If there's a behavior that you're trying to stop and you're like, I don't know why I keep doing this thing, look at what do you get out of it, right? We don't continue in things unless there's a benefit to us in some way. So what are you getting out of it by continuing to do it? Even if it's a negative thing that you're getting out of it, right? It's something, is the behavior is being reinforced in your brain in some way for your brain to think, I want to keep doing that thing, right? So, is that helpful? The cat's behind me. I'm like, I hear some noise. I'm not sure what's happening back here. He's climbing on the bookshelf. Okay. The other question was, okay, once you know what it is, how do you change it? And we're going to go through this in more detail, like I said, tomorrow. So the process that I use is called the Multiplier Method, and there's 4 steps. It's recognize, record, refute, and replace. Now tomorrow with our money beliefs, we're going to do the first 2 steps there. We're going to recognize and record what's going on. And then with the refuting and the replacing, that's more involved, and that's what I go through with my clients. But it's the refuting starts that process of pruning the neural pathways you don't want, and then the replacing is when we are creating the new neural pathways to the belief that we do want to have and getting it moved into the subconscious. So that's a really quick overview of that. Y'all let me know, is this making sense? Am I going too fast? So question comes in, let's see, is the root and the belief one and the same, or do we have to find the root of the belief? Do we have to find the root of the belief? Okay, let me think about do we have to find the root of the belief? I'm not sure how to answer that question. I want to make sure I'm understanding the question before I give an answer. So think of a tree, right? So with a tree you have, or actually, you know what, well, yeah, we'll go with that. We'll think of a tree. You have underneath the ground, you have all the roots, right? All the parts you don't see. And then above the ground, you have the fruit. You have all the branches and the limbs and the leaves and maybe literal fruit if it's a fruit tree, right? All the parts that you do see. So your behavior is the fruit. Your behavior is all the things above the ground, all the parts of the tree that you do see, right? And then the root belief would be, you know what? Let's see. Oh, hi, buddy. Thank you. It's laying on my butt. Now see the cat back here. Okay, so core belief clusters, right? So you have a core belief, and then you have all these shoots off of it, right? So the clusters could be things like survival, control, responsibility, guilt, vulnerability. There's one more. Y'all are working my brain today. There's one more. What's the other one? Lovability. Lovability. So all your beliefs are going to fit within one of those categories. And then the beliefs can be things like a survival belief would be something like, I don't deserve to exist, right? Like that's at the root of you don't believe that you should be alive. Like that's serious stuff. Other things in survival could be like, I'm in danger, I'm alone, it's not safe to feel or have feelings, it's not safe to, it's not safe to show my feelings, maybe more on the vulnerability level than a survival, but like think about your basic survival, right? Like that very core need that you have. So things like that would be in survival. The control cluster is going to be things like I have to be in control. I can't trust my judgment. I am powerless. I am helpless. I'm trapped. Things like that have to do with control. I operated very much out of this control cluster for a whole lot of my life, okay? Let's say you don't need to know the cause of the root in order to change the belief. Correct. I'm with you. Is that yeah, if that's what you're asking, no, you don't have to know the, you don't have to know the why of it to address it, but that usually comes out in the process. Yeah. So but the thing about it is, with all these clusters of beliefs that you can have, the core beliefs, things like, I'm not good enough, I'm a failure, I should have done something different, I'm unlovable, I'm unworthy, I'm inadequate. That grouping is usually what you see in entrepreneurs, interestingly enough. I can't protect myself. Trying to think if I think I've hit a lot of them, but so those would be the core beliefs. Now, how it comes out in your thoughts, you're probably not having the actual thought, I'm not good enough, right? But you may see that coming out in behaviors like perfectionism, procrastination, having thoughts. You may have a thought like, oh, this is terrible. Like if you're working on something, you may say, this isn't good enough to, to put out, to post or whatever. Maybe the actual thought that you have, but the belief behind it is that you yourself is not good enough. That was a huge one for me. So, sorry, my phone is like blowing up back there. So I hope that answers the question. I hope that's helpful for you. Um, I have 2 whole pages of possible core beliefs. So there's a lot of things it could be, but really what it comes down to is, in your own words, what are you believing about yourself? And the way you're going to get down to that is going to be looking at thoughts, feelings, and behaviors, right? And then tracing those backwards and figuring out what the belief is. Okay, good. Good. Yeah. I think that's... Was there any more questions? I think that was everything. Yeah, the 4 R's: recognize, record, refute, and replace. And when we do the refuting, you're going to do the refuting the logical and the emotional, right? We're going to address the thought and the feeling on it. And that's really powerful when you get into doing that stuff. Hey, Kelly. Yes, I am feeling better today. Thank you. I think that was all the main questions I had. How to uncover it and then how to change it. I also want to mention to you really quickly, I've already had a few people to... Hey, buddy. I've already had a few people ask me how to work together. How do we do that? Like, yesterday was so amazing. I'm in. How do we do this? What's the next step? So I did want to just go ahead and briefly mention to you at the end of the week, I am going to be opening up my mastermind. If that's something you're interested in, like I said, I'll be giving more details about it later. I'm not going to go into a lot here today, but just I can put the link in the comments and you can go ahead and check it out if you want, or do an application if you want. I do applications for the mastermind and for my one-on-ones because I think it's really important when you are investing that much. You are investing and I am investing, right? That much time together, and resources and energy and money and all the things that go into it. You want to make sure that it's a really good fit. So if you're like, yes, I know I want to work with you, feel free to go ahead and do the application for whichever one of those you want to do. That's fine. But I really want everybody to just hang out and stay engaged this week and get a good feel for how I operate and see, like, is this someone I could really spend a lot more time with? Because there's nothing worse than getting into a contract with somebody and then figuring out, oh, we're really not good together. I've been there and it sucks. Like, it's just bad. So just asking that hang out for the week, get to know me, see if we're a good fit together, and then I'm going to go over the mastermind stuff at the end of the week. And if that's something you want to do, you can absolutely fill out the application for that. Hey, Annette, so good to see you. So I just want to mention the mastermind up front. And what else do I have? Prizes! Are y'all ready if there's not any more questions? I've already talked longer than I anticipated. I do that every time. So I appreciate everyone hanging out with me. So I did it old school. I don't have any fancy thing to show you that spins around. I've seen people do that and I think it's cool, but I just use my pen and paper. I just went old school on it. And so our winner for today, oh, you know, I should have a drum roll. There you go. There's my drum roll. That's the best I got for you. Winner for today, Miss Lisa Vanderveen. Woo! So Lisa, I will get with you for your address and let you pick out which of the prizes you want. We've got the Tervis Cup. We've got the Ron Blue book, which I can't even think of the name of at the moment. Master Your Money, that's it. Master Your Money, and then the bracelet, the Katie Luxton bracelet. So, you like my drum roll? That was pretty good, yeah. That's all I got. I think maybe I'll try to find one for next time and get an actual. You know what? I have some bongos. I don't know. That would be pretty hilarious for y'all to watch me do a drum roll on my bongos. I got those just as a prank gift a couple years ago, and yeah, still have them. So anyway, congratulations, Lisa! I'm so excited. And let's see what else. So we're doing more. I'll have another prize drawing on Thursday, and then 2 on Saturday. So y'all get engaged. Start inviting. Y'all are engaged. I mean, y'all are probably the most engaged group I have ever had. I'm so thankful. I appreciate everybody being here and hanging out with me this week. So y'all are engaging. It was very close. But congrats to Miss Lisa, and I will get with you on where to send your prize. Like I said, I'm going to wait till the end of the week to send out. Just go to the post office once and send out everything on the same day. So, and I may be adding some more prizes. I haven't decided. I love giving away stuff, so I'm like, what else can I give away? Like, y'all give me some ideas. What would be some other, not prize ideas. I have prize ideas, but what are some other drawings I can do besides engagement that would be fun for y'all to actually want to participate in? So let me know if you have ideas on that. All right. Well, thank you for being here. I will be back with you tomorrow at the same time, and we're going to be uncovering your money blocks. So come with your pen and paper. You're going to be actually writing tomorrow. For those of you in the Babe group, you've done some of this with me already. So I know it's been helpful for you. I got a lot of good feedback from that. So we're going to be working on that money mindset tomorrow. And I look forward to being back with y'all then. Blessings.